ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Daalụkwa ndị na-ekwu si na-esoro anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Asị nke echikwara ya zero. Asị ndị be anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa ya dịrị anyị na mma na ya dịka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ, otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, dịka anyị si kwukwu unu nkwa n'oge gara aga, anyị ga na-ewetara unu ọpdeti ọbụla bụ gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo, mana gbasịta maka nwere onwe nke a na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ife anyị wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ 5th. Ife anyị na-akpọkwu ya bụ evening tea ka anyị na-akpọkwu ya n'ụdị nke ya. O nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister were ikwu n'iru akwụkwọ mmaala ka onye ọbụla bụ Igbo na-ege ntị nke ya bụ ife. Onye ọbụla bụ ife nwere onwe na-adị mma ga ya bụ ife ga-esi ya ikpe onwe gị mitin jụọ onwe gị ajụ gbasịta some certain things na-eme n'obodo anyị. Alright, dịka o si dị, anyị gosi na ya bụ ife. Over to you, sir.
Recognized as a Biafran on your data application, it will be approved, and you are going to receive the information that your application has been approved as a Biafran. Also, when that is happening, when you register yourself and your family, you are going to monitor and follow the process of the application from reviewing period to the decision making. Once a decision is made, you are going to see that the decision has been made on your application as a Biafran citizen. And at the same time, you are also going to follow the live procedures of the database collection system. So once you register yourself in the Biafra security and database website, you will have your own account and your own details where you can monitor the progress of your application. And of course, that of your family. So if you meet the requirement to be verified at this early stage as a Biafran, yes, you can do that with your phone, with your laptop, and in the comfort of your zone. That is how far and how innovative we have become and what we have done so far. And then also, it is going to have what we call facial recognition. You can never cheat it. The facial recognition of the Biafra database is powered by Jumio. You get some of the picture, you're going to snap yourself, so you can't duplicate your identity. You can never have Tinubu of Biafra. You can never have Shetima of Biafra. You are Okechukwu. Once we capture your face, we have captured you. You can never change your data again. That is the kind of integrity Biafra nation is going to bring to the world, so that any place you go as a Biafran, you'll be respected. Not like in Nigeria, that they are, your Nigeria passport is not a valid identification document in Finland. We have gone that far. Finland don't recognize Nigeria international passport. You can never use it for anything in Finland. In case nobody knows this, this is what is happening here. So Biafra will build that particular trust. And that is why we say we have presented a better solution to the strong database. So once you are making an application, you take your facial recognition. If another person uses your face, it will never ever confirm that it is you. So the Jumio is one of the most trusted company that are verifying documents for government, banks, financial institutions, and name it. Biafra government has signed agreement with Jumio, and Jumio verification will be integrated into our database system for verification of individuals and their identities. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Very, very elaborated explanation there, and I'm sure everybody is clear on that. And if Ichuku is giving it 100%, which is to say he is clarified. Thank you so much. Okay.
And then also let me say it like I said, we are not hiding anything. There is nothing like hide. The enemy we know and we sabotage it. No, it means you don't know what is freedom. It means you don't know, you are not sure of what you are doing. And that was what they have done to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for decades. They push him left, right, center. And sometimes it is by the grace of God that he continued to start strong. I remember in those days, there are some questions the people that are surrounding him who were actually using him to project their Nigeria pressure group. Tell him, don't answer, don't answer. If you answer, they will sabotage. And then he will tell you, well, we are not going to tell you how we do it. We tell you now, you go and tell Fulani, and they will go and sabotage it. That is the work and advisors that surrounded him. These criminals you see parading themselves today. We don't do that in this government. We tell you what we want to do. We tell you how we are going to do it, because it is a foundational issue. The foundation is strong. You can't go and sabotage it and let us see. I'm telling you what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, so that you will know what you are doing. Not don't do this hide and seek game. So our own freedom fighting is open and pump and play. We are not hiding anything, my brother. Thank you.
Wow. Kai se kwado bro ka se kwado na mbụ. Hey, Chineke mere m ebere. Thank you, my peer. Thank you so much, sir. All right, if you can go back and start listening while we bring in more people. Please, I am giving you the microphone. Uzochukwu, a disciple of. Please take the microphone. Please, 60 seconds. There are so many people here. Just go straight to the point, please.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.
More of that clap.
I love it. I love it. I love it. My Prime Minister, you deserve the clap. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My honorable Prime Minister, Odogu, Opatobie, Okukosirime. I am honored to be in your space. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you, my success, and Honorable Pastor Vam. I wish to greet everyone on the space. My PM, I have nothing much to ask you, but I want to really appreciate you and say, may you carry on. Anyway, it's Mas Uzochukwu from East London, the small London, the one you always know from small London. Thank you, my Prime Minister. You have been doing great, and we are solidly behind you. The Lord will lift you and bless you until you carry us on until you finish what God has embedded into your hands. May your days be long. May your days continue. May grace rest upon you. I have nothing much to say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Uzochukwu. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please, we are going to give the microphone very quickly to our own. Okay, sorry. Let's give this to Kama first. Kama Israel. Please take the microphone. Kama Israel.
Thank you, our PM. I greet you. Is Kama Israel. PM, I just have this question for you. I listened to you on Christmas Day. I listened to you on 1st of January, even on the 30th. I don't know whether you decide to reserve some of the achievement of last year, because you didn't mention a lot of them. And one of them, which is the main reason why we achieved everything, is the exposition that you made that the evil people who were sabotaging the struggle for years, for over 13 years, you exposed them and you expelled them, and that was the reason we were able to make, a big achievement in 2023, plus other achievements, which is numerous that I won't be able to mention them. I don't know whether you decide to reserve some, maybe for later. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Like I said, that if we begin to list every single achievement we made, it will take the whole day, because there are a lot, of course. And the good part about this whole thing is that it is we do it is show. So it is not something that is hidden. We are not underground. So everything we have done so far is in the public domain. Everybody who follows what we are doing they can tell their story their own, what they feel that we have achieved and all that on their own way. So if we begin to list everything we have done, believe me, we had a fundraising that day, it would take the whole program. So we decided to just list few of them, so that, people, and then if you remember that I told Biafrans that, we are not going to list everything we have achieved, but these are for those asking questions, what you have achieved, what you have achieved. I believe that some of them are now coming back to the Biafra government. So we just listed few, and then you people can begin to add more into what you have listed, because everything is in the public. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Actually, I will take you out like there's noise at your background there. Thank you very much. Please remember, speakers, remember to raise your hands. It will make it easier for us to spot you and to identify you. I give the microphone to our own Shine baby. Please take the microphone. The PM is ready to listen to you now, please.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Van. Good evening, my Lord, our PM. Good evening, Chief of Staff. Good evening, everyone. Please, my PM, there is a question I want to ask about we that is married to the country that we are living, because I want to ask this question about, because one of our brother is talking about his family. So, like me now, am I going to, if my husband wants to follow me to come to Biafra land, can I do ID for him, or is it only me and my children? They were my PM.
Thank you very much. At this point, it is only you and your children. Thank you.
Gracias.
There are procedures for the spouse of Biafrans to acquire our ID card. It is not express, so they must meet the requirement. And that is going to be laid down in our Constitution and the Immigration Act. So that is in a futuristic thing. For now, you apply for Biafran children, which are your kid and yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, PM. And I'm sure our beloved sister is satisfied with that reply. No, so please take the microphone very quickly and go straight to the point. No, so please.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, my co-host. I want to say thank you very much for all you have done, and I will go straight to my point. Right now, we have all seen the achievements so far, and we have all seen the background and the efforts that you have put to make sure that Biafra is restored in this 2024. I believe that we Biafrans have now seen and we have heard, and majority of us have been convinced, and we already know where we are heading to in this 2024 in no distant time. So my question now is that, because we still have so many, we still have, let's say, some of us that are still, that have not fully embraced what we are doing and have not fully embraced this achievement, despite the evidences, despite the achievements, despite the evidences being made and being shown in the public, and also being preached directly to them, and still yet they are still sitting by the corner and still yet to be convinced. So my question is that now, because we are now heading to data-based collection. So in this case, now we are heading to, I still believe that these same people that they are already aware of this awareness and still yet are still refusing. I want to know what will happen in the future, in the nearest future, when this data collection will be taking place, because I believe there will be a limit of time to this data collection before the declaration of our nation called Biafra. So what will happen? Because I believe that these same people will also ignore or somehow be thinking that it is something as usual. Along the line, then Biafra will be declared, and along the line, maybe some of them will now believe and now start to face the reality. My Prime Minister, I am asking, I want to know what will be the case of these people. Thank you very much,
sir. Thank you very much. Their case is that they will first of all have what we call a second-class status. Second-class status. It may sound very awkward, but I have tried to find a better word. I couldn't find. So those of you academicians, those of you Mr. English, those of you in the United Kingdom where English is English originated from, if you have a better word that we can use on the people on second-class status. I did not say second-class citizen. Second-class status. Please reach out to me so we can use a better word. But if there is no better word, I will use a second-class status. The second-class status in the sense that the ID card, we are not going to deprive any Biafran from being a Biafran, even though the person did not support the freedom. It is a normal thing. Everybody must not support the freedom, even in most of the countries. Of course, most of the Western world, they know what is freedom, and most of the people support it. But if you listen to what I read about Lithuania, you find out that when the president left the country, fled the country, he handed over to the prime minister, who was by that time a pro-Soviet Union. So probably the person that prime minister at that time wouldn't have supported the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Lithuania. So when he assumed the office of the president, he now made sure that he appointed another person who is the opposition to the ex-president as a prime minister. And that person was a journalist who was opposing the president back then. They later on formed alliance with Soviet Union, went back to the Soviet Union. So you can see that there are two different ideologies there. Why the president did not support the Soviet Union, the prime minister then of the Lithuania supported the Soviet Union. So he embraced them and went back to Soviet Union. So you can never, in a struggle like this, you can never, ever please everybody. But the most important thing is that what you are doing is fair, just, and for the interest of your people and the future. It is the future that will always determine what you have done and how you have lived your life to fight for your people. So today we are using Lithuania as a case study. And the president, his name is there. Those who played the role they played, their own name is also there. We may not be able to do what Lithuania did. We may also not be able to do what South Korea did. South Korea deprived giving citizenship to people who did not support the struggle for independence of South Korea. Till today, they don't have passport. They are not regarded as citizens of South Korea. They give them permit, renewable permit, just like immigrant. So our own, that's what I use, a second-class status. It may be something else. So the Biafra government has designed a way to identify those who did not support Biafra liberation, because we cannot deprive them the right of citizenship of Biafra. But there are ways we will make them pay. Shame. One is that the ID card of those who did not support Biafra liberation will be different from those who we have their record now from their financial contribution and the other contribution that other people are supporting the Biafra liberation. So your ID card, your national ID card is going to be different from those who do not have their record and their financial record about their contribution in Biafra liberation. That is number one. And once that is done, it means that because we are digitalizing the Biafra as a nation, digital economy and everything. So when you go to any department in the government for anything, you are going to be treated as one. So once you identified as those through your ID card, of course, it is going to be an internal issue once you identified as those who did not support Biafra liberation, believe me, one is that you are going to pay higher tax. If people that supported Biafra liberation will be paying 50% tax, you will pay 30%. There is nothing you can do about it. And if you don't like it, you go to another country and leave. Get their citizenship and stay there. If ordinary citizens of Biafra will be paying, those who will be living on state aid or the social benefit is paying tax of 8%. You that will be living on state aid and you did not support Biafra, you will be paying 20%. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I'm just giving you a brief of what is going to happen. So these are where we're going to differentiate those and how they're going to pay for the price of not supporting the Biafra liberation. Thank you. There are many more.
Thank you, Pierre.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Noso. Thank you very much. You're blessed. All right, we'll move to the next person, please. Mazonyeka, please take the microphone, please.
Thank you, my honorable minister. My prime minister, Obato Bie Military Ugu, Ononambe Shulo One. Greetings to you. Happy New Year, sir. My question is this, sir. Is the Biafra government putting in place about the DNA test before documentation? And secondly, the ID card, national ID card, is it available for Biafrans to apply for it now? Thank you.
Thank you very much. The national ID card will be available for application very soon. The whole process almost completed. And so the application will open very soon. And of course, I want you to understand that the collection of data is different from ID card. The ID card at this point is only open to Biafrans in diaspora. But the data collection of Biafra is for everybody.
Okay with that? Thank you.
I have not finished, please. The data collection is for
please take the microphone.
I have not finished, sir. Thank you.
I couldn't hear you.
I am still explaining. Can you not hear me?
Onyeka, I'm not hearing you. Are you okay?
Hello?
Our prime minister is still explaining, has not finished, sir.
Okay.
Is it that you don't hear me? Can you people hear me?
Sir, loud and clear.
All right. So the issue of ID card is still in process.
Please, I don't know. I cannot hear PM again. That means I may have to go out and come in again. No, I cannot hear PM at all.
Go out and come in again. Success, can you hear me? Success, are you there? All right. Anyway, so I think Ralph has an issue with his system, and Success also have issue with this. So the issue of the ID card is something that we are already finalizing, and it is only going to be open for the people in diaspora. And then the database is open for every Biafran all over the world. Anywhere you are, we are needing your data, for the self-referendum of Biafra. So then the issue that is the first question you asked, Onyeka. What was it again? Because of this distraction.
DNA test.
Okay. The DNA test is something that is going to come later. The DNA test is not what we need now. We have other means of verifying the information submitted by Biafrans in the database collection, and those assessment is enough at this point. When we have regained and restored our independence, we can now begin to look into the possibility of going for a DNA test, as the case may be. So the DNA test issue will be handled based on individual basis. So it is going to be either those that will be joining the Biafra government or the Biafra people after the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we may begin to adopt that particular DNA to know the origin and where they come from. That will be implemented after independence, not at this early stage. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. Onyeka, you're good. Okay, please quickly take the microphone. Obele Ojuku, please take the microphone and go straight to the point.
Good evening, my PM. Good evening, all Biafrans. Good evening from here. My question goes like this. I have a question that I've noticed no one has asked here on this group. It's about gun laws, Biafra gun laws and regulations. Like if you look at the zoo, they don't allow the citizens to be able to have light weapons in the place of shotguns and small weapons that they can use to protect themselves from house invasion and all that. And if you look at the zoo, house invasion has now become something of profit that criminals engage in. So I was wondering, because if when we become independent as a nation, our neighbors, we know they are going to have grievances and we're going to be attacked even as after we become independent as a nation. So I believe we need to be prepared, and the citizens need to have like light weapons in their homes to protect their families. So I want to know about the Biafra gun laws and regulations. So how is it going to be, my Prime Minister? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We cannot be talking about gun laws now. We focus more on getting our freedom.
Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu ọzọ. Daalụkwa ndị nne gị bụ Igbo nwa na-ege ntị ka unu si na-esoro ndị anyị na-eme dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, anyị si daalụ ndị nne ka unu soro anyị na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa bụ ụbọchị nke abalị nke 5 nke ọnwa Jenụwarị 2024. Ịnụgo n'ife odogwu kọmanda n'omesi kwuru bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa. Gịnị ka ị nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife? Dịka esi kwuo nkwa na anyị ga-ewetara unu ọpdeti ọfụma daily update n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo, gbasịta maka nwere ụwa na-azọ. Ka ife nwere ike ikwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife, dropụla ya on the comment section below. Ọzọ dị gị bụ ya bụ chetakwa nwanne m na ihe a bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Asụ ya nụrụ si mee gịnị ya kọrọ nwanne ya. Ndalụ na ụmụnne m, ngwa nke mesịa nụ ụmụ Igbo.